here to Wayne and let you know who he is and what he's going to help us with today. So Wayne Veldsman is the owner of Vel Consulting, and Journey to Legacy is an accomplished online business growth strategist. He's a success coach and an entrepreneur. He specializes in helping global nonprofit organizations and entrepreneurs like you and me to change the world by helping them to grow both their mindsets and their revenue. Wayne is the host of multiple online talk shows and actively works as a digital business growth consultant, adding growth companies to expand their reach and grow their revenue online. So welcome officially. And I am really excited for your talk today because I know you're going to help us with productivity. I have days sometimes where I get to the end of the day and go, I don't know where the day went. So help me find my day. Help us all become more productive. And I'm going to throw a few more people up. We're going to zip right through here. We've got Massachusetts, Maine. Oh, advertising ourselves. Sneaky.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Keep letting us know where you're from. Please, as always, share this post to your Facebook friends and take it away, Wayne.
Hey, Lee, I appreciate it. Everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to try and keep it really exciting for you guys today. Everything is super actionable. So I want to make sure you have a notebook in front of you, scratch piece of paper, because we're actually going to be doing an exercise together. So get excited, grab your stuff. But as Lee said, right, my name is Wayne Veldsman. I am the owner of Vel Consulting and a new brand called Journey to Legacy, where we focus all the way on personal and professional development, right? I've been in the entrepreneurship space for about a decade, and I used to focus so heavy just on digital marketing, just on making money, but I burnt out pretty hard to the point where I essentially quit. I had my business partner buy me out, and that's when I moved to Denver. I actually went to go escape and kind of become a ski bum for a while, and that's when I realized that mindset was so important. So it's a big focus on what I do day in and day out, training, mostly training and coaching. So we're going to have a piece of that today as well, but we're here to focus on productivity, right? The simple 3-step flow to skyrocket your productivity. And most of what I'm teaching today has been pieced together from other coaches and courses that I've purchased over the years. It's well over $10,000 worth of knowledge. So I'm super excited to jump right into it. So the 3-step flow to skyrocket your productivity. Now, before we go into it, right, we're going to sort of be building a little bit of a planner strategically together today. But I got 3 things for you first before we really hop into those meat and potatoes, if you will. First off, everybody who sticks to the end today actually have a free PDF download for you all, right? It's actually a PDF of a lot of what we're talking about. And I know most people are probably like, oh, I don't want to give my email, my personal information away. Well, there's a button where you don't even need to. Go ahead and just download the free resource because you stayed to the end. But if you want some extra help, I would love to actually offer a free consultation to everybody that's here. And it's my guarantee, not a single word of sales will be spoken. Actionable advice is what I'm just trying to offer to everybody. One of my resolutions for this year is to provide more and more free value. And so I'm really excited to be here with you all today, right? So that's first and foremost, stick until the end and I'll give you that free resource. Now, jumping into it, the second thing before we get into the main training, I mentioned mindset already, right? So I want to take a second to talk about mindset. It's so important. Enough said. Now here's an exercise that I want to show you guys that you're actually more capable of what you believe. Because if you don't decide for yourself that you're able to become more productive, you're able to accomplish more, you're able to grow a big successful business, I'm sorry to say it's just not going to happen. But I want to trick you guys, show you that you're more capable than you actually are. So everybody out there, please humor me. Wherever you are, I want you to stand up. Okay. If you're at a job even right now, maybe you're not supposed to be watching this, maybe then stay seated, but humor me, please. Stand up real fast, take a step away from the wall. I promise this is worth it. I actually practiced this yesterday with a couple of work colleagues and blew their minds. And so this is what we're going to do. Everybody standing over there, right? Let's quit caring about what other people think of us. Another New Year's resolution, I'm sure for a lot of you. Stand up, please. So super simple. That's what we're going to do. All right. You're going to stick one arm out, just point straight in front of you. And And now you're going to try and keep your feet planted. You're just going to turn your torso all the way around as far as you can and point your finger, right? Keep it straight and see how far you can get, okay? So ready, set, go. You're going to turn as far as you can. Keep your feet planted as far as you can. Now take note. Keep turning, okay? All right, sweet. Bring it back all the way around, right? Shake it out a little bit. I hope nobody injured themselves, right? But so, okay, take note how far you got. I think this is an exercise originally from Tony Robbins, actually, that another coach taught me. But now this is what we're going to do, right? I want to show you guys that you're more capable than you even believe. So stick your arm back out in front of you, point straight, and I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to close your eyes, my eyes with you all. We're going to all do this together. Close your eyes. And now you're going to simply imagine, right? Mindset here. Picture yourself turning all the way around. You start to turn, you're turning. You can see your torso going. It's almost like an owl's head. You're turning. You get all the way to where you were last time, and you're going past it. You're going past it. You're turning all the way around to all the way. You're even pointing your finger back at your computer screen. Now keep your eyes closed. I want you all to turn. I want you all to turn and point and turn, and you can see yourself reaching the point where you were last time. And you can see yourself going all the way past it, all the way back around. Now open your eyes. How far did you get? I'm willing to put money on it that you got a lot farther than the first time. I myself, if some of you guys out there cheated and you had your eyes open, I ran into this wall. So I couldn't get as far as I possibly could. But it was a simple exercise, right? That was a simple exercise just to show you that you're more capable of what you think, or more capable than you realize when you actually put your mind to something. If anybody's done that exercise before, pop a comment where you learned it, where you heard it. Because I think it's originally a Tony Robbins exercise that I learned a few years back, and it's just stuck with me. And so I love sharing, guys. So mindset is so important, right? Sticking on the topic of mindset, now that we realize we're more capable than we believe, I like to talk about getting control of your mind. Mind control, right? And mind control isn't about that whole thing of, you see in the cartoons with the alien, the things come out and you're controlling somebody else. Mind control, controlling your own mind first. With that, I really like to mention mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation. Now, before I go into that, I just want to call out, by the way, I am standing in a library at the moment. I was talking to Lee, and my internet at my house has just been in and out and in and out. So I didn't want to drop video for you all today. And so I booked a private room at a library. So if you see the books behind me, some random people, don't let it distract you. And hopefully now when I talk about mindfulness meditation, it'll help. Now, it's a key word, and I hope I don't lose anybody here, right? I'm not going to go deep into it. What a lot of people think meditation is you're sort of zoning out and you go into this mystical space, right? Monks is a lot of times what you think of. But what mindfulness truly is, it's learning how to control your mind, learning how to control your thoughts, right? So simply what you do is you're almost just focusing on a single thing, your breath a lot of the times. And when your mind starts to wander, you realize and you bring it back. And so you're just teaching yourself to control your thoughts. So instead of right now, when you're supposed to be focusing on me, chances are good you're thinking about what are you going to eat next? You're thinking about an argument that you had earlier, or most likely a client and a photo shoot that you got to get to later. But through mindfulness, you're going to learn how to control those thoughts. And so just one tip for you all, there's an app that I love to use. It's called Calm, C-A-L-M. It's a freemium app. I've been using it for years, and I do not pay for it because there's just one thing that you need to use in it. It's called the 7 Days of Calm. It's a free meditation, a 7-day series, 5 to 10 minutes a day, and it actually teaches you how to meditate. It teaches you how to be mindfulness meditation specifically. So for all of you out there that are thinking, oh, it's too difficult, can't control my mind, this is an easy step into it that goes a little bit more every single day. And I use it myself, and I love, love, love to recommend it. So mindfulness is number 2. Number 3 here, I want to teach you guys a little bit about focus mode. This is going to help you be productive. It's not part of the 3-step flow that we're about to dive into. Don't go anywhere yet. But focus mode on this, on your phone. If you guys know a focus mode, if you use focus, pop a comment in for me. Just put focus because I'm curious, because this is something that I only found a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty tech savvy, tech heavy, but I only found it a couple weeks ago. And so let me know. Just put focus in there. I'm going to come back through and check all these comments, a little bit of research for myself. I always want to make sure I'm just sharing up-to-date things, new things. And so what focus mode is, so it's only on iPhone. I bet you Android has something similar, but it's not going to be these exact settings that I want to show you. So take a screenshot real fast of this. You can come back to it later. You don't have to set it up right now, but feel free to follow along. So all you simply do is you're going on your iPhone, you're going to settings, focus, and then to work inside of that. And then these are 3 things, simple setup. That's all you're going to do. You're allowing certain notifications from people and apps to come through. The biggest tip that I can give you is turn off notifications for social media. These apps are literally designed to grab your attention and pull you in. Well, I don't know if any of you guys saw that movie. I think it was The Social Network. It came out a couple years ago. It talks about social media algorithms. It's literally designed to grab your attention, pull you in. So through focus mode, we can actually turn off the notifications for those apps for a certain amount of time. A couple other options, which are pretty cool. You can hide notifications on your home screen and your lock screen. You can actually make custom pages available on your home screen. So for me personally, I have a page. So go ahead and show you. I'm not sure if it's going to even pop up, but I have this first page right here that has no notifications even possible. And there's other pages. And so I hide the other ones during the daytime. And then last but not least, you actually can, you actually turn on automatically focus mode to go. I have mine go from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. simply so I don't wake up with any notifications either. And then at 12 p.m., I'm pretty far into my day. And so I allow myself to take a break with some Instagram, or honestly even go learn some stuff on TikTok if I want to. What's your guys' opinion on TikTok, by the way? I absolutely love it because I'm not watching dancing videos. I learn so much on TikTok. It's absolutely insane. But guys, so those are those 3 things I want to start with, right? Keep sticking with us. We're getting farther and farther. I'm going to give you guys this free PDF download at the end, a free hour consultation. I charge $130 an hour to my clients. So free hour consultation, but we just talked a little bit about mindset and a little bit about focus mode. So let's jump into the main piece of today's puzzle, right? The 3-step flow to skyrocket your productivity. So I mentioned earlier that I want everybody to grab a notebook. Notebook, piece of paper, scratch paper will do just fine. And we're going to start to outline it just like this. So on the left side, I want you to simply draw just like this and make 6 boxes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Really simple. Go ahead and draw that out, like I said, on the left side of the page, right? This is that step 1 to the flow. It's just the setup. This is what I want you all to be doing every week on ideally Sunday, or I do mine on Monday mornings, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm not perfect. Monday mornings, I'm setting this up, right? And now on the right side of the page, we're going to set it up just like this. A big old to-dos section. That's the main piece of this puzzle. Radar. Sorry, camera's kind of backwards, so it's making it hard for me to look and point. Radar is what's coming up in the future, not this week, right? So we're planning for this week that's up and coming, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so your to-dos, your radar for what's coming in the future. To study, I hope you all are very, very particular and you're actually learning continuously, right? That's my hope for you all. Monthly objectives, you want to put up here, what you're grateful for, and then what you learned last week. This gratitude piece, I really want to call out how important it is. Man, I teach people about gratitude day in and day out. I actually have 2 different alarms that go off on my phone every day that says, take 10 seconds, breathe, and be grateful. Things that I'm grateful for, I'll show you here in a second. Constantly I just find myself being like, oh, I'm really grateful for my legs and my feet. People take these stuff for granted, but how grateful are you out there? If you're able to walk, be grateful. I was just speaking to a colleague of mine, and him and his wife are having to move out of northern Colorado, actually, because the smoke in the air has gotten really bad. And the air quality is so bad that his wife has asthma. She literally can't breathe anymore. to use an oxygen mask. So they're having to move. And so I'm thankful that I can easily breathe. So I don't know about you guys out there, but the gratitude section on here is super important. So outline it like this now. Hi, Lee. How are you?
There you go. Their question was just if you could hold that up for a few seconds again. We have some people who want to see that.
Awesome. Here, I'll hold it up, screenshot it just like that. I'll be trying to be beautiful. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate you popping in. So now we're going to fill it out, right? So step one was, once again, here, I'm going to hold up one more time for you guys. Step one is setting it up just like this. So now when you fill it out, step two of this 3-step flow is filling out this paper. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start with the right side. Start with the right side, which is all of the to-dos. Try to make sure this is set up right. All of the to-dos beautifully down here. It's this side. You're going to put your radar, which is what's up and coming, right, for future weeks. Things that you want to learn and study at the way bottom. Mine personally, I'm busy reading Alex Hormozy's book, $100 Million Offers. It's unbelievable. It's really short also. So there's a free plug for Alex and his book. And then monthly objectives go up here. A couple of my objectives that I have on is focusing on follow through. I'm actually looking to hit 15,000 in gross profit this month, and then 20 days in the gym, right? Measurable monthly objectives, things that I'm grateful for, right? As I said, health, family, legs, and my feet are on there. And then learnings from last week, right? We constantly want to be learning. So a couple things that I have on here is ensure your cell phone has service. I was having a sales call and I was on the road, and then I dropped it. I started on this call and it dropped, and it probably cost me a few $1,000. And so that was a big learning right there. Don't stress, take action, and ask more questions. There's some other learnings, right? But so we're going to fill this out first. And the most important piece of this puzzle is the to-dos. So these are small individual to-dos mostly. Don't just put like this whole project for to-do on it, right? This huge all-intensive thing, but more individual to-dos go down just like that, right? And so now you're set up you're halfway through step two of this flow, and then we're set up, and now we're ready. This is really where the magic happens to move everything from this to-do over to our days. Guys, this isn't anything groundbreaking here. I'm going to tell you how to do it very strategically. It's a simple thing, but when we're getting all of our to-dos down on paper, all of our tasks down on paper, out of our mind, it's like this feeling of clarity. And like you have all these things, right? You get like a burden off your shoulders is how you're going to feel by doing this. So the certain way that I want you now to move everything over, to fill out this right side, first and foremost, you're going to fill out the bottom half of each square. I want you to put meetings. All right. So you're going to go through your calendar and you're going to look at what meetings I have every day. And you're going to mark them first, right? So you can sort of understand and see how busy you are before you put tasks actually into the days, right? Put your meetings in first, put the times that the meetings are, just like that. And now you're going to very strategically only put 2 or 3 of these to-dos into each day. Now, the reason why, right? I heard a stat the other day that it's actually only about 2 to 3 hours of actual work gets done per day. This is the average person, but if they're sitting at their desk for 8 hours, only about 2 or 3 hours of actual work gets done, because you're constantly switching between activities, constantly distracted by your phone, right? Which we already talked about a little bit there. But then also, I want you guys to be thinking about scheduling breaks. So when you're popping stuff in here, let me see if I can show you guys my Monday, how it went. Right, activities, and these last 2 right here says gym and outdoor walk. I'm scheduling strategic breaks in here, right? There's a medical study that showed that for peak performance and energy and efficiency, you're supposed to be taking breaks every 50 minutes to about every 90 minutes, right? So I'm more on that 90-minute side. It's definitely not, on the clock, on the dot. Like I said, I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm scheduling multiple breaks into my days. So you're slowly, one by one, going to move these to-dos into your days, right? Cross it off. Next one, move it into a day, right? You're going to prioritize it wherever it needs to go. Cross it off. Move it into a day. Cross it off. Move it into a day. Cross it off. Just like that. You guys, this setup is now creating what I like to refer to as my boss. As my boss, right? As an entrepreneur, a lot of you out there might suffer with procrastination syndrome, or self-motivation, right? Can be an issue. If you're at a corporate gig in a 9-to-5 job, when your superior or your boss walks around, all of a sudden, you're way more productive, right? Or at least you're pretending to be, but you're making sure you're doing their work because somebody's over your shoulder. They're making sure you're doing certain things. As entrepreneurs, especially working from home, we don't have that. So this is my boss. This is who I am accountable to, right? I know I have to do all these tasks day in and day out. I planned them out, and it's going to make you feel so much more productive at the end of the day. It's like what Lee said earlier, actually, is that sometimes, you'll work, and at the end of the day, you're like, what do I have to show for this? Well, guess what now? This is what you have to show for it. You know exactly what you accomplished and turned it off or crossed it off. So the last piece of this 3-step flow, right? We're now set up for success. The last step specifically comes from 2 entrepreneurs, Jesse Itzler and Sarah Blakely. If you guys aren't familiar with them, they are a husband and wife duo. Both were basically billionaires even before they met. Jesse Itzler because of Marquis Jets, and Sarah Blakely because of a company called Spanx. 2 amazing entrepreneurs. They give tips about planning the night before, planning your day the night before. So that is step 3 to this flow, everybody, is coming back, revisiting this, and planning the night before, right? So we have the whole week, and now what I do at the end of every single day, before I go to bed, or most of the time before I shut my laptop and go binge watch some Netflix for an hour or 2 before falling asleep, is I review what I have going on the next day. You're going to review it. You're going to make adjustments. Simple as that, right? Meetings pop up randomly day to day, and so you're going to add them in here. If you don't get a task finished, that's all good, right? Now, is it timely? Move it over to the next day, cross something else out, move that back into your radar potentially for next week. Simple as that. But revisiting everything the night before is arguably the biggest key to this entire puzzle. So what it allows for you to do, it's really 2 things. One, when you put things down on paper, get them out of your mind, right? It releases a lot of stress from you. So I find that I sleep way better because there's no questions outstanding in my mind of what else do I need to get done? What am I forgetting? Because it's all in here. There's nothing that I'm forgetting. It's ready. It's good to go. It's already set, outlined for the future. And then number 2, and I'm not a scientist. I haven't checked these facts or anything, but people talk about your subconscious doing work for you. And by reviewing what you have going on the next day, you're sort of anticipating it. Your subconscious is actually going to do a lot of the work for you. Now, of course, it's not actually going to click the buttons on the keyboard, but it's almost going to think through your activities so that when you get to them tomorrow, they're easier to accomplish. You guys, that is the 3-step flow to skyrocketing your productivity. Super simple. So we talked about 2 things in the beginning, right? Is your mindset importance? Then we talked about focus mode, and then the 3-step flow of setting up your week, the outline, filling the whole thing out, and then revisiting it the night before. If you guys do that, I guarantee you by the end of every single day, every single week, you will guaranteed be much closer to those monthly objectives that you're outlining in the corner as well. Haley.
That was great. Thank you. I just popped in to let the audience know that Wayne's only a few minutes left. So if you've got a question, you need to put it in the chat now, and we'll see if we can get Wayne to answer some questions for you. And I love these tips. I really do. I know I I've been making the big effort to get out. And for everybody else who's out there, are you making an effort to do anything physical and taking breaks during the day? Because I'm one of these people who, 5 hours later, I go to stand up out of my chair and can't move because I've been sitting there working. And you're right. Just taking a mental and physical break for a few minutes reprioritizes you, right?
It doesn't have to be anything big. Right?
No.
It does not have to be anything big. Literally stand up, go get some water, right? Take a lap around your house, say hello to your poor dog that, is begging for attention. And then you go back to work, right? But you're right. It reprioritizes what you have going on day in and day out. And so before I forget real fast, I promised a free PDF for everybody. And so you guys can just simply visit vel.consulting/PPA. Actually, I'm pretty sure you got to put a www in here. My subdomain is all broken right now. www.vel.consulting/PPA. If you guys have any questions, here's my email as well. Feel free to take a screenshot. But that's where you can go get the free download for today, which is essentially a PDF version of what we drew out, right? So one less excuse for you all to not be productive, right? You're like, oh, it's too much work to draw this out. I'm wasting paper. Well, here's a PDF that you can actually use on your computer, edit for yourself. So I hope that serves you all. But please reach out if you have any other questions.
Excellent. Well, I've just put that website, that link where people can download that template, which would be great. We are almost out of time. So if people have a question, they're going to need to contact you. I'd say either put the question in the chat or contact Wayne at Vel.consulting. Simple as that. So thank you everybody for being here today. I know that this stays live for a few days, and so even if you guys aren't catching this live, pop a question in the comments. I'll be watching them for the next however many days that it's up. And otherwise, feel free to email me. But Lee, thank you so much. I'm so happy that I got to share with you all today. Yeah, this was wonderful. Thank you so much. It was great. I did drop your email in the chat. So if you're just checking now, or you haven't seen the whole thing or need it, there it is. Contact Wayne. Let him make you more productive. And thanks so much. And see you all at Imaging, couple weeks.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.